Welcome to the Happy Skies Week 11, April the 1st build review, or not build review, stand-up. So we're going to review one because we're short-staffed today. So, design, what were we doing?
Still working on Grasslands. I'm going into 3ds Max and reworking some of Molly's transition zones just to make them background assets. Yeah, so I started putting it together. Like I put it together last night and it just looked shitty. I didn't like it because the transition zones didn't really match because some of them were just cut off. So what I'm doing today is I'm just going through all of our assets and trying to salvage anything that I can use for level design. So,
Well, because the thing with all the reason hers just cut off is because they're supposed to tile.
yeah, exactly. So I'm trying to just take out all the ones that are cut, resize it, and then make them separate objects so I can duplicate them and move them around. So salvage what I can from just the transition zones. That's what I'm doing today.
And then on my end, because I'm also under design, is last week I did a bit of some animating for some of our background characters. You want me to turn? Okay. So I got like our windmill spinning, so when that's in, it will actually rotate in game, like there's actual breeze. Going through, I'm trying to work on a couple more little things like that to try to just add some kind of nice polish to what we already have. On top of that, for marketing, I'm trying to step it up for this last sprint. Right now I'm going through and I'm grabbing a bunch of pictures from the game, and then I'll be touching them up and releasing them on social media to try to do a little bit more of a push for this final sprint of the semester.
Programming.
I worked on doing enemies, and I've done basically 2 so far, and I'm mostly working right now on making the whole frame of the enemies work better so that it's a lot simpler to add in more enemies if we need to later on. That's pretty much what I do.
Okay.
For that, should we do something when they go up? That the monkeys disappear, because have you seen when they go all the way up and we switch to a
They
new
should
zone?
disappear. I did it to where
Not just
when-
like disappear, like.
But have like
extreme,
an
have them
effect
go,
where,
like, have them go away.
yeah.
Just-
Well, what we could do that, but what I have it doing right now is when he gets. Right now, they're basically attached to the scrolling part of the game so that they don't get behind the player. But when the player gets gusted up, they get detached from the whole scrolling animation. So what should happen is the player gets thrown into the air while the monkeys are like too slow to catch up. So then they should all be off screen by the time the player's up there, and then he'll transition and all the monkeys will disappear, but they'll be off screen. So
Okay, because like right now I'm going through, well, grabbing screenshots and whatnot, and I'm still getting monkeys that spawn in while up in the air,
yeah,
and
that
those
might-
ones.
I did see that issue, so I'll look into that.
Okay.
Yeah, make sure to bleep out all of Tony's swearing when you edit this.
I only said one thing.
You said 3 things now. They didn't even know anymore. I think that's about it. Without the other guys, I don't really know what they're going to be working on to make up for the fact that they're not here.
Zach's here.
Is he? Where?
I'd have to pull back the curse. Well, fucking Zach's here. In the same spot that he always sits.
Was he? I didn't see him down there. He must have went to lunch.
Nah, yeah, he just doesn't talk. He sits there, he just focuses on what
Okay.
he's doing.
But yeah, on that end, we can get John to work on a particle effect for enemies despawning, be like a poof thing. I can get him to work on that because I don't know the state of all the ad set stuff and all that, and all the menu stuff. So we'll figure that out when I talk to him.
Did you ever get the finger swoosh?
I'm
think
not
he did.
sure. I think he did, but I don't know if it's implemented currently in all the new scenes.
He said he implemented the whole touching stuff he wanted to implement, but I don't think like any visuals are actually in yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we can throw some placeholders in there real quick just to make sure it's still working. Yeah, and then from there it's just like I said last week, we're in a good spot. We just need more content, and that's what we're working on.
Yeah.
Molly's gonna be working on some more assets.
Yeah, see if she can like make. I can salvage some stuff and make levels from that. I just need her to make like landmarks, and I can just kind of build around that.
Okay. Yeah, just let her. She's down there. Just let her know what you need.
Okay. Yeah, I'll show her what I'm doing too.
Yeah, and then that way she can start working on that stuff. She's currently taking an old logo we made for SIP class, and we were still just calling this balloons, and she's revamping it to be Happy Skies, so that way I can throw it at marketing, because all the leads are getting UAT Game Studios shirts with a patch for the project.
Cool.
So we'll have one of those, and then also shirts for the team. Like unless you guys want to pay $20 a pop, it's really probably not going to happen just because they're too expensive for the small scale that we'd be building them on. So at Crane, if you get us wildly popular and people want to buy our shirts, then we can get shirts.
I mean, we can do the Amazon thing where it's no cost to us.
Well, yeah, but then it's $20 a pop. Besides that, that's really it. We've got 4 more weeks to go. Really 3, because we're not going to do any work that last week. We're just going to be showing it off.
Mm-hmm.
Has Ben mentioned, are we actually doing the celebration on the very last week? Or is it going to be?
I don't think
earlier
he's
than that?
mentioned it.
No? Okay, I'll talk to them in the leads meeting, make sure it's that last week. Because last semester we did like 3 weeks early. But besides that, we're doing pretty good. And may or may not need a new lead for next semester if we're going to greenlight again for the art stuff, just because I've got to work pretty much a full-time job now, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to continue to get Fridays off.
Well, as long as we get our content, we can throw something together for the end.
Yeah. And I'll talk to them again in the leads meeting about prioritizing Happy Skies for artists next semester. Because it's really all we would need is 15 weeks of solid, like 2 or 3 artists working on it, and we're done.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So that's it.